So I was going to mention this, though. We now have 2 slots for Divine Relics. So the long cooldown abilities. So specifically, you can have 2 of them. One is triggered by right bumper, and the next is right trigger, so you can have 2 of them running at once. And the more money we put into this, the faster they'll become active. Which might be insane? Anyway, as far as more runs go, I am unsure. Realistically, the more runs we do, obviously, the more money we're going to get, the stronger we're going to get. We could do another run. I've got 15 minutes before Minoria comes out.
15?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or we could do Control. I say we do one more run, because each run's about half an hour.
Okay. Is that when we had done the last?
Yeah, and that'll be the last run, I think. So we haven't gotten any stronger for this one, except for the Divine Relics. But we get even more money. Oh.
You still have corruption.
Yeah, it looks like it goes down by 5% each time. Maybe.
Oh. What? That's terrible. And I wonder how you got corruption, because we were being pummeled just as much the last time by the golem.
Yeah. Maybe the co-op player isn't affected?
No, but the thing is, your character, your current one, Mark, wasn't affected.
No, but I was playing with John for a while.
Maybe it's how often you use them? That doesn't seem right. If we can get something that increases our stamina, that'd be great in the future.
Might be an option.
Stun enemies.
Which is stamina? Do you mean like our dodges?
Yeah.
So that's this character.
No. I want a perk, or can you invest points into dodging?
So for getting Mark up to level 4, our dodge chances come back faster.
Mm-hmm.
And for getting him up to level 20, we just get a whole extra perk. Or not an extra perk. An extra dodge charge. I missed my movement speed from that last run.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a challenge?
Yep. Yeah, they really do just make weird goat noises. But it only ever seems to be out of my left ear.
There's a spellcaster hiding down there.
Let's see, is he
In
still
the
down
entrance,
there? Oh
yeah.
yeah, I see him.
I got him.
You got him.
But I'm very low on health. Hopefully this is the last bout.
Yeah.
Nope.
I think we're
wave
getting a
3.
little tired,
Yeah, we are.
but it's okay. I don't really expect to beat the golem tonight anyway.
It's just we were so close. I think we only had about, what, a fifth of its health left?
Potentially.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we might get it. We're just tired.
That's the one problem with this. You don't want to be out of practice, but then you also don't want to be
Thank you.
tired. Let's see.
But the thing is, again, since this has such a strong meta progression system,
Any improvement, yeah.
it's a heal.
Maybe you should take it.
Yeah. Not as exciting as I was hoping for.
But if you can use that to keep yourself up in the boss fight just a little bit longer, maybe
true.
that will help.
I wonder if I could actually level my stunning whip up enough that I can actually just perma-stun enemies. That'd be hilarious. It'd probably require a silly amount of...
What's that rune? Oh, another one.
I tried to dodge. Didn't work.
You were actually pushing them outside of my circle.
I'm sorry. Okay, so we find this.
Increases primary attack damage. That's probably you.
Yeah. That one's pretty good. All aesthetic from the game, either that or Moonlighter. Kinda. It's honestly, this is actually pretty close to what I wanted out of the dungeon crawling segments of Moonlighter.
What's that rune? Primary attack will not get back enemies.
You can grab it. It's not going to interfere with the other runes. Fortunately, no, I guess I do get runes. I think I just got to get this character up a little bit more. It's super good, though. Like, this is... I know everybody likes to complain about, like, roguelites being kind of like a bastardization of the genre. But, like, oh, it's so much more fun for me. There's actually money there. Dang it. Is that like... I like true roguelikes here and there, but the roguelites always tend to be a little bit more inventive. And also, a little bit more friendly. Let's see,
so that's...
Oh, that even replaces. That's unfortunate.
Let's look for you.
Okay, I think we're done with this floor. Yeah.
Okay. So is it floor 2 and then the boss?
No, there's 2 more floors.
Ah.
Yeah.
Surprise globule from the floor.
Yeah, it's supposed to punish you for going slow, but honestly, it's like... There's a lot of other games kind of in this genre that it's like, you're going too slow. Here's an inescapable wave of dread that's going to kill the shit out of you. Or you can, I guess, use it to farm money in the case of...
There's a bunch of people. Oh boy.
Let's see.
A lot of little spiders.
I'm trying to keep on top of my commentary, but it is hard.
Yeah, difficult when there's hordes of enemies and you're concentrating on survival.
Yep. It's satisfying, though.
This music is momentous.
It is. Now
it's gone. It's probably because we entered a different area.
Yeah,
watch out for the flower.
I was gonna say it's like maybe one of us leveled up, but no, that's not it.
Oh, more corruption. Oh, big ogre.
Yeah, I hear a little spider. And the little spiders are rough because they like hug your butt.
Yep.
And like in my case, my character can only attack things that he's locked onto. And I actually have trouble locking onto the...
Oh.
Little spiders.
I'm gonna stand in place and see how much damage I can do this guy. There we go.
There we go. Yeah, we're actually doing fairly well on HP. I keep expecting myself to, like, get wrecked harder than when I was John, but part of it is the faster attack speed. Means, like, I'm stunning the enemies harder, and I want to say potions are dropping faster. Yeah, it's an action RPG with a lot of, like, roguelite mechanics. Yeah!
There's a spellcaster.
There's a number of games that are kind of starting to do this, and it feels good.
Got that. I'm happy with my dodge.
Because I know roguelikes are kind of overplayed at this point, but there's a lot of really cool things in the genre that most people don't even touch. And it's fascinating seeing like what comes out of the genre.
Something more sinister will be
Uh-oh.
appearing soon.
Where? Up, down? Which way? Oh,
No, no.
there.
A greater enemy, but
Aw.
also a greater reward.
Yeah, to some degree, we should actually just
Greater
let it
enemy,
go.
greater reward.
Yeah,
That's what they say.
because this guy is an inconvenience. But not overwhelmingly. Like, even the red guy went down pretty quick.
Better get rid of all these spellcasters.
Punch. It'll be fun, getting to meet the devs for this. I'm looking forward to it. I hope the pierogies are as good as advertised.
Oh, so this was one of the Polish studios?
Yeah,
Oh, okay, nice.
I'm pretty sure. It's at least being published by the Polish publisher 11-Bit Studios. I wanna say... I don't know which dev studio it is. I don't know if these people have made a game before. Okay.
Ooh, what's this?
Rage gain?
Your
No.
primary attack has a chance to stun. That might be good for you. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Is this a
You
permanent
want
item?
this over here, by the way. Oh, wait, no, you can't afford it. But yeah, my primary attack with the chance to stun is good. Interesting, I can't get around his bar. Yeah, the crit chance would probably be good on you. Otherwise, if we can't get any more, it's fine. We can always wait until the next zone.
Let's see. Go down here.
And yeah, I'm very glad that this game is multiplayer as well. I would have enjoyed it playing solo, but multiplayer is just so good. I think
I mean, the premise of family working together in
Yeah.
and of itself.
Oh,
is nice.
absolutely. But, like, let's see. They just looked confused by the end there.
What is this weird contraption? Whoa, boy.
I'm taking surprisingly little damage here. I guess that armor bar of mine is insane. I have no idea where it's listed.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's that guy over to the right. Let's see.
Yeah, he's been doing the
I want to grab that gem.
circles. Sure. Oh, you took care of those goblins?
No, I haven't
you
actually.
didn't? Oh, okay.
I can take care of that guy.
Oh, I'm low on health. Is there someone here?
No.
No, just an item.
But there is health.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Stone
finding a lot of
Taza.
these weird items. You know, the board game, the ball, the stone taza.
Maybe there are things that just get added to the house that you can look at.
Maybe. One thing that I really admire about these kinds of games, and this one does it to kind of a lesser extent, but I really enjoy roguelites with hefty progression systems, like upgrading the town, upgrading the characters, upgrading the bosses. Oh, not the bosses necessarily. Well, I mean, Undermine, I upgraded the bosses for more loot, so I guess that's kind of fine. But the more things that, like, cause the progression system to scale up, the better, in my mind. Let's see. This is for you, by the way.
Okay.
Because it's a health potion. Oh, wood nails. Doghouse.
Yep, well, we just need more wood. Yeah, look at this. I don't know what it is. Do you go down?
It's just a thing. Yeah, we went down. There's just a chest there.
Okay. So now where do we go?
There's a little bit
there's
that we
a
missed
path
right
over
up here.
Oh, yep, skeletons.
There we go. And we are good. How are we doing tonight? I'm doing good.
Having a lot of fun.
Hands are a little tired, but that's kind of normal. When I play games like this.
Okay.
So you want to get the one at the end.
This one?
Yeah. And use it.
Okay. With down?
Yep. Okay, so your crit chance has gone up.
Did that get rid of my
No,
health
pick
potion?
it back up. Press B. There you go.
I see.
Yeah, it was just at your feet. Yeah, my hands are tired, but otherwise I'm having a good day, I'm having a good week. Shell managed to rescue the files that I couldn't.
Some of the files. 3.
You got the files that I needed. Namely, Oninaki. I can pull the entire archive of Undermine.
I may have gotten part A of Undermine, but B and D I could not retrieve.
Like, I had given up. I was just going to download the VODs.
But the weird thing is, I was doing just the most weird, convoluted... I was making it go into not responding mode, white screening, a whole bunch of other things, and the files that couldn't load would mystically appear either on the desktop or in another folder that I was trying to get it into. I was switching between 2 accounts and seeing if... I thought that it was just something easy, like I would clone it from one onto the desktop and then it would successfully go on the other, but that wasn't the case at all. Each of the files, I did something completely different to get them off.
Hey, I'll take whatever kind of witch magic manages to get my video files back so I don't have to use a stream VOD for Let's Play footage. Because that's not comfortable, and
yeah,
I don't like that.
For
And
Oninaki, what is this? Primary attack burns enemies with fire? Do I want this?
Yeah.
Sure. Because the first one, I had made a folder on the desktop, and somehow it got copied over to the other account, which is actually the account you're supposed to be using for admin stuff, because I suppose it's interesting. The way that you set it up, one side of your computer is given, or one account on your computer is given more permissions than others. So I was trying to access those permissions. And also, for some reason, your disk is called Z. And it doesn't...
Well, I named it Z.
Oh, why?
Because D wasn't working.
That might be the root of many of these issues, because it didn't recognize the command
Hold on.
when I was trying to do the check
Pick
disk.
that up. Poisons damaged enemies.
Because it was saying does not...
Shelly, you want to grab the venom coating?
This one?
Yeah.
Sure.
Because
it was saying it didn't compute. But in any case, so I had done that, gone to another account. The whole screen white screened when I was trying to transfer it off because I realized that the file was on there. And then suddenly the file was fine and I could get it over to your external hard drive. The second file, I was trying to transfer it to another file. Like, I had made files within folders on the desktop. And finally, it took one of them. And then it took a couple seconds of another video. which wasn't good. But it got the whole for part C, and I was able to transfer that to the other side and then bring it off the computer. For part A, I was trying to transfer 3 videos into the subfolders, and it was loading some of them about 40% of the way or up to 70% of the way, but only if you chose skip. And suddenly everything froze. The program wasn't responding. It closed everything down that I was trying to transfer, and then suddenly the file appeared on the desktop. Just one of the 3. But that was how I was able to get number 1. But it was just a series of cyclical errors, and can't read the disk.
Well,
So
it saved me a lot of grief.
well, we'll have to see if the files because I tried looking through them and they seem to be there. They say that they're the full times that they were, and I could skip around the videos and it seemed to take place. I mean, who knows? You'll have to see about the quality, but it was just bogus. It's not how it's supposed to function. And I hate how I tried replicating my processes and they didn't work. So it's like, okay, I'll just have
Tech support witch magic is 50% Googling, 50%...
Well, that's the thing. I tried Googling a number of things and there wasn't an explanation for anything. So really, I was just attempting to transfer the files again and again.
Holy crap, this rune is insane. Every time I crit, I explode.
Nice. Maybe you want to use it on the golem.
Nah. It wouldn't do any bonus to the golem.
Mm-hmm.
Because it hits everything behind... Oh, God. I gotta stop picking those up.
What did
I
you
wish
pick
we
up?
could actually divvy out runes... not runes, those gems.
Mm-hmm.
Because...
Oh. I didn't... Big golem... ogre, I should say.
Yep, coming.
Oh, poison.
I'm stuck.
Sorry.
It's fine.
It's because of that pillar.
No, it was the vacuum thing. It was pulling me in and I couldn't escape it.
The vacuum and the pillar.
Yeah. Column A, column B.
Whoa. Oh, there's goblins on this side. Annoyances. What's that room? Oh, spike trap.
Let's see, my whip apparently releases a wave of magical energy now.
Oh, there's a spider down here. I didn't even see it. This is a mess.
It is.
And as much
Please
as I,
south.
as much
Please
as
south.
As much as I like this AoE effect, it distracts from
It's so very
everything
distracting,
else.
yeah. On the plus side, we're doing fairly well HP-wise. Let's see.
Oh, is that... Can we get wood?
That's not great. You might want to pick it up.
I don't know what it is.
Use it.
Small chance to recover health when attacking. Huh.
Yeah, so re-roll to your relic. So...
What did my other relic have? Poison?
Yeah.
That's fine. I'd like the opportunity to get back more health. Are we going? Here?
Yeah. I was just picking up loots.
4 steps were to be taken in the correct order.
Whee!
What? Hey.
Okay, so it's not 4. It is
1.
1. It is not 1, 2.
That'd be a little obvious.
Hey, I think the first time we did this was 1, 2, 3, 4 or 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so 1, 3. Oh.
1, 3, 2, 4.
I knew it was going to be 2. Okay, 1, 3,
Oh, dang it.
2.
Sorry, brain.
Wander.
I'm getting sleepsy.
Okay,
Okay,
1,
1.
3, 2, and 4.
Yay.
What do we get? Health potion, and what's that?
A rune for you, it looks like.
Explosive crescendo. Yep.
You know when your hand's like mildly stiff or something like that? And you like shift or something and suddenly the blood flow like goes back to normal? Do you never get that?
Nah.
Oh.
Not really.
Sometimes
oh,
I
wow.
will,
Look
like,
at that pit.
my hand will be like tired or it's been in a weird position all day or evening or something like that. Okay, we want to go
To the left.
Yeah, well, we've got the EXP shot. We should probably go check everything else out.
One thing I don't like is when I curl my fingers and have them leaning against something. When I uncurl my fingers, sometimes, and it's always the top knuckle on, I think, the middle finger of, I don't know if it's both hands or just the left one, but, oh
Sweat
no!
drips from the man's brow, his stamina fading in his final stand to protect his family. Were such trials worth the promise of a safe haven?
Save them!
I'm gonna go for the archers first if I can.
Got him.
Wow, nice.
Okay.
Through
Man.
labored breath,
Ooh,
the
deebs.
man gave his thanks and said a prayer for his good fortune.
And we also got a wooden bat.
Oh, maybe that's so that they can play baseball at home
Yep.
with a little ball.
That llama.
I
Was
know.
That alpaca.
I mean, it depends on the fluff. It depends on the fluff. But, I mean, that's as large as a llama. Because you remember when we went to the alpaca farm south
Yeah.
of us?
They were pretty large.
Well, no. They were short. The alpacas were
Oh yeah,
short.
sorry. Llamas are pretty big.
We discovered that llamas are fairly tall and alpacas are only up to, what were our shoulders?
Yep. Okay.
They weren't really that tall, but they were adorable and they wanted food. Return to maximum health at the start of a new floor. Okay. Heals a portion of your life once in a while. What do you mean by once in a while? That could be anything.
That'd probably be maybe good for you.
I don't have any.
Oh, you don't have any?
I don't know what I used mine up on.
I just don't think you get any because they just drop for me.
Well, we should attempt to do that thing where we both stand on it at the same time to see if we get the,
Yeah,
if
the
both of us
problem
get
is
it.
they drop from boss monsters usually.
So you're right up in their
And
face.
I'm right there. Like, it'd be nice if I could buy them, like, press Y to buy it for you instead.
Ah, so there's a northern route.
Yep. Also, thank you, Jambes, for the 200 beats. Yep. Bad critters.
Still reminds me of all the videos
What is
of
this?
the...
Well, that's for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I already have that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, and I think we're good. Okay, so I've got 2 of these gemstones left. Let's go pop open some chests.
Oh, was that a stun on that guy? Maybe.
Yep. Yeah, we can both stun now.
Wait, what's that little demon thing floating after you? It's cute.
Oh, that's the thing that periodically heals me.
Hmm.
I'm gonna try and endurance match the boss.
Just so that you can recover the health. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm out of bits.
Is this everything? Oh, no.
Yep.
I really wish things like stun would work on the main bosses too. Okay, let's try this again. Aw, come on.
I believe in us. I believe in the us that believes in us.
Oh, I don't have the health thing anymore, do I?
No.
Whoa. Oh, I got frozen. Okay. Oh, whoa, we both dodged, but... Ah. Uh-oh, he's after me. Oh, I'm down. No.
Okay.
Don't bother until... Yeah, unless he's on the other side of the map, don't bother trying to get me.
So I'm actually doing something else.
What are you doing? Oh, because you heal periodically? You're just gonna max out your health?
Yep.
Oh, leaping in to dodge those. That's nice. Aw.
Ow.
Oh, no.
What?
Oh, he got you. Don't bother. Just run. Just run. Use your ninja skills to run around in circles. Okay, good. You got beyond that.
Damn it.
Oh. Those lasers are fast. Oh. I hate it when he freezes and then... Whoa, did he suck me in? That's
Yeah,
interesting.
He took me out. That sucks.
Aw.
I feel like the iframes on the dodge aren't quite as good as they should be. Because, like, if you notice, he froze me mid-dodge, which means the iframes are either, like... I don't know where they are, but it's not... It's awkward.
I need your help, Sheila. It's not for me. Come to aid the family. For Mary and her children. And so, Ben's letter ended. His doubts showing, he contemplated his relationship with the warrior, the emotional and single-minded Sheila. Why had they ended? The question still unanswered. Never would a wolf cub live in as nice a house as the one Ben was building. When asked what name to put on the house, Lucy yelled out, "Riker! Riker the Wolf Cub!"
Oh, great. Now he's going to sit on old chairs backwards.
Well, no. What Riker would do is he would lift a leg over the top of the chair and then sit himself down.
Wouldn't he sit on them backwards, too?
Sometimes. Yeah.
Heroes from stories were often above mundane daily tasks, but not all heroes made time to eat around the same table, talk of affairs other than war and looming shadows.
Oh, I feel bad that we were bested again.
It's a hard boss. Well, how boring are we? Nah, we shouldn't be that boring.
We need to find a way to help our stats so that we can withstand what he's up to. Well, I mean, the golem in general. What's at the bottom?
Divine Relic Mastery is probably one of the better things that we could get. Because every time we put a point into it, it reduces the cooldown of Divine Relics by 15%. I don't know what the maximum is. It's probably 5. But say putting 5 points into that would reduce all... Geez, what would that reduce it down to? 25? Would that be down to 25%? That can't be.
Hmm?
No. Yeah?
We'll have to see.
Huh.
It might get incrementally smaller, or
No,
it could
it's
remain
not.
the same.
It's a flat reduction. This could be really good on, like, healing items and stuff. Otherwise, we could work on upping our just flat damage. I'm thinking flat damage might be the better idea.
Okay, that's fine.
Because at the very least, we will plow through...
And the enemies
everybody
don't
and the
scale
boss.
up, right?
No, they don't.
So it's one of those things where as we get better, we'll have a better chance of being able to beat them.
Yeah, so I'm just going to pump it all into damage for the time being. Because that also does help with the boss, because the faster we kill him. Because we seem to do best when we were just, like, focusing him down, almost disregarding our own survival. Which was kind of bad, but still.
Uh-huh.
Also...
Oh, these are all the journals?
Yeah, so we've got some of these things. Mind if we do them next time, maybe?
No,
Or-
that's fine.
Actually, why don't you do them now? Because I need food.
Oh, okay. Wander
There's-
needs food.
Oh, boy.
That's a lot for every member of the family.
Yep. You wanna...
That's fairly long. I would almost feel like between runs we should read one or two of these.
Yeah, because there's also the journals.
But those are grandfather's journals.
Well,
That
it
would
seems- Yeah,
You don't have any of those yet though, do you?
yeah. So maybe at some point I just sit you in front of a mic and you
No,
can
no, no,
record
no.
this off stream.
No, it's one of those things where I think we just between runs we read one of them here and there.
Okay, do you want to just read read a couple while I go get food? Because I am actually hungry
Sure.
and it'd be a good waste of time.
It's just, shouldn't we be switching games?
But I'm going to eat food.
Oh, yes.
Then we switch games. So,
Well, since we're on the topic of Ben... Oh. I always press B accidentally. There we go. How do you scroll? Oh, you use the right stick. There we go. Ben. A bitter old man to whom life hasn't been too kind or gentle. When Ben was young, along with his father Adam and his mother Rebecca... Oh, 'cause Uncle Ben, wait a minute. But, so he must be an uncle by, Mary or someone else? Because that's not Grandma's name. Grandma's name is Margaret. Migrated from the eastern shores to Adam's hereditary home in the forests of the Midlands. On the journey, Rebecca fell to a mysterious illness called the Black Fever and passed away. Some time passed, and his father met and married a strange woman named Margaret. Oh, so they're half-brothers then. If Ben is from a prior relationship that the grandfather of the family had with Rebecca, and then John is the half-brother that's the son of Margaret. The fruit of that marriage is Ben's younger half-brother, John. After a few years, Adam discovered the early signs of corruption in the world and ventured out on a journey to investigate its nature and origin, a journey from which he never returned. Ben tracked and followed his father's path into the Caldippo Caves, and there he ran into marauding bands of vicious goblins and lost his lower leg in the fighting and barely managed to stay alive. Margaret, his stepmother, found him, brought him back home, and nursed him back to health. Impaired by his disability, he focused instead on scholarship and craftsmanship. A handful of years later, he went into Terra Lava to advance his craft. Life improved for Ben somewhat when he invented a mechanical leg for himself, and subsequently, met and fell in love with a shield maiden named Sheila. But his life doesn't stay blissful for more than a few months. His excessive drinking drove Sheila away, and he returned to his home and family bitter and angry. Since then, he makes a living as a blacksmith and mechanic. Aww, so that's what sent Sheila away. Let's see. There we go. Him drinking. John. A devoted father and a wise warrior, John is the ever-vigilant guardian of his family and home, always on the lookout to counter any threat, even before it becomes a problem. In his youth, he went north to learn swordsmanship. There, he got recruited into a band of fighters to stand against the goblin raids and their banditry, and took part in several skirmishes. Around that time, he saved a northerner farm girl from the goblins, and subsequently falls in love with her. They took each other's hand in marriage under the linden trees of the old Barahut, and they made their home. Oh, okay. So that must be Mary then. It was those years that their first 2 children, Linda and Mark, were born. But their life got harder when Boshra, the ruler of Barahut, started to crack down on her people and oppress them, forcing John and his family to leave the north for the land of his fathers. Years later, when his mother Margaret found clues and signs that his long-lost father Adam might still be alive, John set off to look for him in the Kaldippo caves. He wandered those caves for weeks, but all he finds from him is his heirloom sword. Oh, all he found of his father was the heirloom sword is probably what they meant to say. These days, he makes it his job to guard the caravans passing through their southern borders against the goblins, and his name is known far and wide among those who journey the oft-treacherous lands around Morta. Alright, and then we have Kevin. Kevin has no interest in knowing what it is that is going to happen, but to make it happen himself. This takes a will and a bullheadedness that, according to Uncle Ben, he has directly inherited from his grandfather Adam. The night he was born, a lightning storm that many still remember to this day raged outside. Mary was at the end of a very difficult pregnancy and going through an even more difficult birth. His father still hadn't returned from his month-long search after Grandpa Adam in the Kaldippo caves. Kevin barely drank any milk during his first days of life, and he cried almost constantly, until his father returned, and he finally stopped and accepted suckle. He was brave even as a baby, almost too brave, bordering on foolhardy, a trait that he still keeps to this day, and caused his grandmother Margaret to advise John against training him in fighting with weapons. He loves exploring the forests around their home, and finding and cultivating weird mushrooms and rare plants. Linda. All of Linda's hopes and dreams in life manifest in one thing: music. She spent her childhood in the old Barahut, a place known for its vibrant celebrations and festivals. The first time they went to the Grape Festival, she became so mesmerized by the playings of a street fiddler that she forgot her mother Mary and younger brother Mark, and started following him through the throngs. As soon as she realized that she had lost her family, she started crying so hard that the fiddler had to give her his violin as a plaything to calm the young girl down. By the time Mary found her, she had succeeded in playing her first piece. Surprised her passion and her talent, the musician, or maybe surprised by her passion and her talent, the musician left the fiddle for her, a gift that started her on the path of becoming a musician. On a different note, after the family left Barahut for their current home, her father John taught her a different kind of bow. She found a strange connection between archery and playing the violin. Otherwise, as Margaret has observed, she would never have picked up the former as well as the latter. She loved her music so much that hardly an evening passes that the Bergsons are left unentertained by her tunes. You want me to continue reading? Wander? Okay. Lucy is she is weird, mostly undefinable, and sometimes even unbearable. When she was very young, her mother relapsed into her old sickness and had to travel to Terra Lava to seek medical help, a trip that took a long time. As a result, her grandmother Margaret was her early caregiver and first teacher. From the moment that Lucy could hold a pen in her hand, she has been drawing and painting non-stop. The world around her is like her drawings, new, ever-changing, unstable. and full to the brim with new ideas and concepts. Ideas that, for her, transform into playful impressions that are often amusing to the rest of the family. Margaret. Margaret is the foundation of the Bergson family. In her youth, because of her knowings of the arcane and her research into the hidden corners of the world, she was called a witch and was even banished from her home for a time. But when a plague ravaged the people of the Midlands, her compassion and her skills in treating the sick made them reverse their views rather than to reverse, and welcome her back to them. Some of them even believed that she was a descendant of the holy spirits of the land. She married Adam later, and after his disappearance and presumed death, not only raised their son John, but also took in their husband's elder son Ben. She took their education seriously and sent them to faraway lands to train both in battle and in sciences. During the years that her sons were away, she lived in their home alone and made her living by administering healing and dealing in medicines and herbs. Nowadays, with her sons back and her grandchildren around her, she keeps busy by looking after their education. However, her busy house life has never dampened her curiosity, nor stopped her learning. Do you still want me to read? Okay. One more. Wanderer is still occupied. Mary. Patient, resilient, and a guardian to the soul of her children and the family, not a night passes that Mary doesn't think about her family and prays for their health. One can say that her life boils down to one thing, her children. Mary was the daughter of a farmer from the north. When their village was raided by goblins, she was captured and subsequently rescued and brought to Barahut by John Bergson. They lost their hearts to each other and in short order got married. I see. After the birth of their first two children, the family moved back to John's ancestral home in the Midlands. She spent years raising her children, but her life had its own ups and downs. She has an illness that relapses and remits every few years, and the healers have told her not to put herself through any tension. Mary loves to write, and whenever she finds any time between her household duties and raising her children, she scribbles things that she seldom lets anyone else see. Okay, maybe Mark, so that we can finish at least with the family lore for now. Mark. Deep, focused, and precise, Mark learned early that he couldn't find all his answers in the outside world, so he focused on the world within. His mother Mary often retells the story of the time that he got lost in the turning point in his life. He got lost as the turning point in his life, and what made him become a monk. When he was a young teenager, he went on a hunting trip with his father John and her sister Linda. His father John and his sister Linda. A boar attacked their father and injured him, and Mark gave chase to finish it off. On the track of that boar, he got lost and fell into a ravine. A monk found him and nursed him back to health, and talked to him about their way of life and living in harmony with nature. After a few days, he returned to his deathly worried family, a new boy. He no longer would pick up a weapon or eat the flesh of animals, a practice he has kept all through the years despite his father's mild disapproval. While growing up, he also found an interest in some of his grandmother's work, namely ancient languages and herbalism. As a young man, he ran into the same monk that had saved him years before, and this time he decided to don the robe and become a monk. Although his parents were against this at first, Margaret changed their minds and sent him on his way to the monastery in the forest. During the years he spent there, he learned disciplines of martial arts and meditation. Medicine would work too, but meditation. Even when he was away from the monastery and with his family, he still dreams of returning to its tranquility and meditating beneath the ancient trees. Okay. Whoa. I don't know what's going on. Now we can quit out of the game? I don't know if... I'll give it to Wander. He knows what to do. Oh no, Linda has fatigue!